Let me share a potential experience. It's one I'm sure you've never had, and I hope you'll never have, but just suppose, a police officer pulls you over. It's already dark, and he asks you to get out of your car, which takes you a couple of minutes since you're trying to get your bearings, and then with a flashlight in your face, he asks you to walk towards him. Well, unfortunately, you're having a difficult time. Your legs are wobbly, your balance is impaired, and you can't walk a straight line. Well, in those few moments, you have demonstrated, without question, you've had too much to drink, and the officer charges you with drunken driving. Well, as I shared earlier, hopefully you've never had that experience. Thankfully, I haven't either, but I've shared this story as a parable. It's fabricated, but it illustrates what Paul had in mind when he used the word temperate to describe a quality of life that reflects the measure of the stature of Jesus Christ. Other words in English could be used as synonyms such as being alert, self-controlled, or being sober-minded. You see, when Paul used the word temperate, he was definitely thinking much more broadly than avoiding drunkenness, although he used it as an illustration. For example, Paul made this very clear in his letter to the Thessalonians. He told these new believers that they need not be surprised by the coming day of the Lord, namely God's judgment. He then explained why. But you, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day would overtake you like a thief. For you are all sons of light and sons of day. We're not of night nor of darkness. So then, let us not sleep as others do, but let us be alert and sober, that is, temperate. For those who sleep do their sleeping at night, and those who get drunk at night. But since we are of the day, let us be sober, that is, temperate, having put on the breastplate of faith and love, and as a helmet, the hope of salvation. In this paragraph, Paul was writing about a way of life that is balanced and reflects spiritual alertness and stability, particularly in view of the second coming of Jesus Christ. He was describing a temperate lifestyle that reflects three qualities: a living faith, steadfast hope, and a life of love. And furthermore, the more we grow in faith, hope, and love, the more temperate we'll become. You see, Paul used drunkenness in his letter to the Thessalonians as a metaphor to illustrate that some Christians go through life imbalanced, shall we say spiritually inebriated. Their thinking is often muddled and unclear and even distorted. In summary, the Scriptures teach us that a temperate man walks in the light of God's truth. He stays on God's straight and narrow path. He's on guard against satanic influences in this world. And to continually grow spiritually, a temperate man demonstrates more and more a work of faith reflecting Christ's righteousness, becomes more and more steadfast in his hope. He's not, as Paul wrote to the Ephesians, tossed here and there by waves and carried about by every wind of doctrine. And finally, he is learning more and more to love as Christ loved him. So welcome to the study on becoming a temperate man. It's a part of our lifetime journey of measuring up to the stature of Jesus Christ.